Alright, we're going to talk about a navigation system in the BMW and a couple of voice commands that we can use to control this. So first off, you'll see the voice command button is here on the steering wheel. On this model, it's going to be a little microphone, but it might be a little person with these little lines coming out of it. So all you want to do is just tapping on this button. We'll bring up the voice command system. You'll kind of see this little icon in the corner there, lit up orange. As long as that's lit up, it is currently listening to you. Alright. So a couple of various commands you can give the system is a lot like you would give to either like Siri or like Google Voice on your phone. So I could tap on that. I could say different phrases like go to, take me to, navigate to, find, look for, anything like that, and then just tell it where you'd like to go. So I can give it a simple command. So for example, I can tap on it and say, find Starbucks. What it's going to do is just look for the local ones in my area.
Starbucks, 6301W Palmer Lane, Austin.
And it'll just pop up right here. So of course I could use the voice and select 1, 2, 3, 4. I could also use the touchscreen or the controller as well to navigate through those and choose which one I want. So another thing you can do too is you can give it more kind of vague commands. So you could tap on this and you can ask it to find like Italian restaurants or hardware stores or anything like that and be able to search for it as well. But not only that, I can also ask it to search in a specific area as well. So if I tap on it, I could say, for example, find hardware stores in Round Rock, Texas. It'll do a search for just that particular thing in that particular area. So it will do a search from there. So, and not only that, of course, you can also do an exact address. So a lot of times what you can do is that if it's something that's close by and something that's very unique, you can usually get away with just saying the house number and the street name. So for example, for our address here, I could say, take me to 7011 McNeil Drive, and it'd basically find it from there. Otherwise, if it's one that's farther away or an address that is very common, like a main street, second street, something like that, you'd probably finish it off by saying the city and the state. So, for example, find 7011 McNeil Drive, Austin, Texas. That really should be the most that you'd have to give it to be able to find an address. Now, the one or two things to kind of keep in mind with this system, and where it can get a little bit confused, is that first off, it does use a signal to kind of use these voice commands. So if you are in kind of a low signal area, it may not be able to pick it up or may kind of give you a little bit of errors back. So I would say if that happens, if you're driving, for example, just continue driving for a little bit further and try once more, and usually it works like that. Otherwise, let's say that you're trying to find something and it for some reason doesn't want to bring up the address. A common one around here is that there's a Mexican restaurant around here called Chuy's. So because of the unique name, sometimes it doesn't get it quite right. So if I tap on it and ask it to find Chuy's, it usually brings up something completely different to what I'm trying to find. Oh, except for this time. But typically with that one, I would have to say like find Chuy's Mexican restaurant. So that's going to get a little bit of extra help. In some cases can kind of assist a system like that. So hopefully this was a little bit helpful, and if you have any questions, let me know.